Hey guys, welcome back to the Music Hole. My name is Cole, and today we're going to travel back to the turn of the new millennium, 2000, to talk about the debut album of the legendary band Coldplay, which is called Parachutes. And oh my goodness, what a lovely album. It has probably their best known song on it, Yellow, but every track is really lovely, and I'm excited to share it with you guys. So let's dive in to track number 1, which is called Don't Panic.
Bones sinking like stones, all that we fall for. Homes, places we've grown, all of us are done for. And we live in a beautiful world. Yeah, we do, yeah, we do. We live in a beautiful world. Bones sinking like stones, all that we fall.
So I always imagine this song is about what it's like to be a soldier fighting for your country in World War II or something, but then you come back home and you come back to what you fought for, right, which is your homeland and your family, but you're not the same person. It's the same beautiful world that he's in awe of, but he's not the same person. So even though he won the war and he's back with his loved ones, his life will never be the same, and probably he'll suffer from PTSD for the rest of his life. So this poor guy, it seems like everything's fine because, his country won and everything, and his home wasn't destroyed, and his family wasn't killed, blah, 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 but he'll never be the same. So it's the cost of war, right, is your humanity, more or less. So anyway, that's Don't Panic, a really cool beginning. I love this song. But let's talk about track 2 next, which is called Shiver.
So I look in your direction, but you pay me no attention, do you? I know you don't listen to me, 'cause you say you see straight through me, don't you? But on and on, from the moment I wake to the moment I sleep, I'll be there by your side. Just you try and stop me, I'll be waiting in line just to see if you can. You want me to change? Well, I changed for good, and I want you to know that you'll always get your way. I wanted to say, don't you shiver? You shiver. For you, so you know how much I need you, but you never.
Yeah, Chris Martin's getting a little bit creepy on this song. Pretty much he's a stalker, right? He'll wait forever for this girl who clearly sees right through him, as he says. She wants nothing to do with this guy, not even like as a friend, is what it sounds like. Or maybe he just came off so strong that she knows the deal, right? She's not an idiot. So she knows this guy has put her on this pedestal. He's totally in love with her, but he's not very sweet about it. He's not very romantic, and he's probably not even her type. So, this poor lady is just trying to go about her day and go to her boring job she probably hates and just make a living. But this creepy stalker guy keeps coming into the coffee shop and, hitting on her in front of all the customers. And she has to smile and pretend everything's cool, thanks for coming in, oh, you're so funny. Oh no, that's okay. I got something I got to do this weekend, so I don't know. I don't think I can, go on a date with you. This poor lady. I'm sure she has to put up with all this BS. So don't be a stalker, guys. Don't be a creeper. Ladies don't like it, and don't bother them at work is another important thing to keep in mind. Anyway, so that's Shiver, very creepy song. Why not? Let's talk about track 3 next, which is called Spies.
I awake to find no peace of mind. I said, how do you live as a fugitive down here where I cannot see so clear? I said, what do I know? Show me the right way to go. And the spies came out of the water. And you're feeling so bad, 'cause and the spies hide out in every corner, but you can't touch them, no, 'cause they're all spies.
Yeah, so apparently Coldplay really loves James Bond films, and they wrote this song as an homage to 007 himself. A nice little tribute, right? What it must be like to be a spy and to be constantly looking over your shoulder. Am I about to be assassinated from some random Russian KGB agent, or whatever? And, I actually think about this from time to time when I watch movies about war and about spies. I think about, like, how is it even possible for anybody to infiltrate, like, a terrorist unit as a spy, as a double agent? Like, how can they mentally prepare themselves for that moment? I mean, there's no comparison to a normal life to being a double agent, right? There's no way to practice that, like, in a real way. So I kind of wonder, I mean, this is a tangent, I know, but I kind of wonder, like, how the heck do spies in training mentally prepare themselves for being a double agent where they have to fake a whole identity, right? You're basically living a fake life, and you got to remember certain things, like you have to remember fake details about yourself, like where you're from and who your family is and what you do for a living. And, oh, that's what you do for a living? Like, can you explain what that's like in detail? Like, all this random stuff you have to know to be a spy. And I'm just like, what kind of person is prepared even remotely to do that kind of job? So anyway, that's kind of an aside, but it made me think of that, so why not share it with you guys? But anyway, that's Spies for you guys. Let's move on to track number 4, which is called Sparks.
My heart is yours. It's you that I hold on to. Yeah, that's what I do. I know I was wrong, but I won't let you down.
this poor guy, he's totally in love with a girl and he's been letting her down, right? But he's making these false promises to her, these fake promises like, oh, I promise I won't do it again. I won't let you down anymore. But in the back of his mind, he knows he's going to do it again. He knows he's totally capable of doing it again. He's probably going to do it again. And he's just trying to prolong the situation. You know, he knows a breakup is inevitable, is what it sounds like. But breaking up sucks. So why not prolong it for as long as possible? You know, hopefully for years and years, right? Or maybe you'll, you know, like best case scenario, you'll just both live together, but you kind of hate each other. And, you know, you're just together for the comfort of it, right? I mean, most people stay together because it's just comfortable. You know what I mean? You shared much of your life together. You've had all these experiences together. It's really painful to leave someone like that because basically you're throwing away a huge chunk of your life, right? Like in my own life, I broke up with somebody after 7 years, and I spent most of those 7 years with this person. So when I left them, it was kind of like 7 years of my life just went out the window, like it didn't even happen, if that makes any sense. So anyway, this poor guy, he needs to just rip the Band-Aid off and get over it. So that's Sparks. That's track number 4. Let's talk about track 5 next, which is the big song off the album, Yellow.
Look at the stars, look how they shine for you, and everything you do. Yeah, they were all yellow. I came along, I wrote a song for you, and all the things you do. And it was called Yellow. So then I took my turn. Oh, what a thing to have done. It was all yellow. Your skin, oh yeah, your skin and bones turn into something beautiful. And you know I love you so. You know I love you so.
I mean, it's such a simple love song, but it's performed just flawlessly, and the songwriting is impeccable. It's a masterpiece, in my opinion, of pop songwriting. You know, I mean, there's not much going on in the song lyrically, right? It's just a guy who's totally head over heels for his love, so he writes her a love song. You know, he's like, the stars shine just for you. They shine with this yellow light, so I'm going to write this love song and call it Yellow to remind me of, you know, equating the beauty of the cosmos to your beauty. You know, it's just a very simple love song, but sometimes the simplest songs are the most effective. And, you know, this record pretty much works because of Chris Martin singing and because of the production work, which highlights the right elements, you know, at the right moments. So I really like this song. But anyway, there's not much else to say about it, to be honest. So let's move along to the other big song off the album, track 6, which is called Trouble.
Oh no, I see a spider web is tangled up with me, and I lost my head and thought of all the stupid things I'd said.
Yeah, oh boy. So I imagine a couple, and in a relationship, there are things that you love about your partner and that really annoy you about your partner, and vice versa, right? But there are certain things that you just got to keep to yourself. And it can be very tempting when you're in the heat of an argument to use some of these things as ammunition to hurt the other person, right? Because you want to win the argument. So it sounds like these guys got into a fight, and the guy said something really awful, like, geez, what can we think of? Like, oh, well, at least I didn't sleep with Tim, or, you know, something like that, where basically they both know about it. They know that he's unhappy with it and that it makes her feel sad or whatever it is. But it's something you just don't say. You're not supposed to talk about it. So he brought something up as like a trump card to win the argument. But in winning the argument, he lost the girl, right? He's entered this spider web, metaphorically, that he can't get out of. Or at the very least, he's going to have a really hard time getting out of. He's going to have to be really romantic and do something crazy to win her back. So this poor guy, he got caught up in the heat of the moment, and now he's in trouble. The name of the song. So I think we've all been there. I think we've all, we don't want to lose an argument, so we get very tempted to say the wrong thing. So this guy did that, unfortunately. But anyway, let's move along and talk about track 8 next, which is called High Speed.
Can anybody fly this thing? For my head explodes, for my head stops again. We've been living life inside a bubble. Inside a bubble. Confidence in you is confidence in me, is confidence in a high speed.
So this is a bit of a strange song. It's kind of poetic and hard to figure out, I'll admit. But I imagine a couple where the guy has a lot of self-esteem issues, and it sounds like he's getting his confidence from his girlfriend, who is the polar opposite of him personality-wise. It sounds like she's got it all together. You know, she's a go-getter and a doer. So he's gaining confidence in himself because he's confident in her, right? And if she's with a guy like him, then there must be something about him that's admirable and desirable, right? So like via proxy, he's kind of gained confidence that wasn't there before, right? Because he doesn't believe in himself. He probably doesn't like himself or think he's attractive or desirable or anything like that. But because he's been lucky enough and fortunate enough to have this go-getter girlfriend, you know, he's gaining confidence through her confidence, which, by the way, I have certainly been there in my own life, because I can lack self-confidence myself. I struggle with that, but I've been in relationships with a go-getter who inspires me to do better, to be more confident, to be more courageous, and step out of my bubble, right? So it sounds like this guy is, finally stepping out of his shell, so to speak. So I like the message here. Sometimes you need other people to help inspire you to be more confident. I can agree with that. So anyway, I have one last clip for you guys to talk about. It's from track number 10. It's called Everything's Not Lost.
thought that it was over. You could feel it all around. When everybody's out to get you, don't you let it drag you down. If you ever feel neglected, if you think that all is lost, I'll be counting up my demons, yeah, hoping everything's not lost.
So I've always thought of this as a very positive and inspirational song, because I imagine the singer is speaking to a friend and the friend is really struggling. He's got a lot of demons that he's wrestling with, a lot of things he feels guilty about that he's done. He's got a lot of regrets and stuff, you know. But it sounds like the singer is saying to his friend, you think that you are the only person in the world with demons? Like, I've done my fair share of things that I totally regret, that things I wish I had never said or things I wish I had never done. So he's trying to comfort his friend and telling him, like, you're not the only quote unquote bad person in the world. Everyone has their own demons that they're wrestling with. And even though they seem fine because they're putting on a mask, right? They're putting on their social mask when they talk to you out in the world. They are all struggling with something that they're just not telling you about. So he's trying to lift his friend's spirits up and tell him that, you're not a horrible person just because you did this or that. That doesn't make you a horrible person, because we've all done something that we regret. So I like the message of this song. Everything's not lost. So anyway, that's Parachutes for you guys. Their first album, just a really lovely collection of songs. Chris Martin's voice stands out, I think, on this album in particular. And it's just a really low-key but effective type of album. So hopefully you thought it was interesting. I hope you like it. Let me know in the comments, as per usual, what your thoughts are. And if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. It would really help me out. But yeah, that's Coldplay. That's Parachutes. Check it out and have a good one.